Now, I'll tell you something, if you thought last week wasn't really a great week, well, this week is gonna give it a run for its money. This week is absolutely shocking. Yeah.
Hello there to the world of Grand Theft Auto Online. Today we are going to be talking about how honestly Rockstar has been kind of screwing us over the past couple of months when it comes to our weekly updates. For a lot of players, including myself, I am very optimistic that the weekly update is going to feature not only decent discounts, but also really good ways of making money. Having double money on the businesses gives you a lot of extra ways to have some fun. You know, sometimes Rockstar will bring double money on the bunker. And I don't use the bunker all too much, but when it's double, you can make a lot of extra cash with it. Even when the motorcycle club businesses get double money, they're pretty solid because you can actually start to make some of the money back you've spent on those properties. There are so many different businesses in the game that Rockstar basically has months worth of weekly updates before they would start going over and overlapping the previous ones they've done. However, instead of giving people what they want and making people happy, instead they've been giving us the worst update weeks I have literally ever seen. This week, currently, there's basically no way to make extra money. It's adversary modes and drift races. The previous week, it was the exact same thing. Adversary modes and drift races. Nobody cares about double money on races apart from a very, very small portion of the community. And yes, if you like to race, that is absolutely fantastic. But for people that want to build up their criminal enterprise and get businesses and properties, it is very disheartening to see when the only way to make extra money is to drive a car for 10 minutes around a lap. And it doesn't even pay that much. You could easily do something like the Cayo Perico heist and make double, if not triple, the money per hour that you would doing these races, even if you were finishing in first place. The previous week, before the adversary modes, we had double money on the new Cluckin' Bell farm raid. You know what the biggest insult was? It was only double money on the setups. There are 5 setups in total, and then you have the finale. In the setups, you do not make any money. You don't get a single cent doing the setups, apart from the second to last one, where you are able to steal some satchels using a drill. That is it, and you can make about $8,000 to $10,000 doing that normally. So essentially doing all the setups from start to finish, you can make a grand total of $16,000 to $20,000 extra. Whoa! For some reason, they didn't just give us double money on the finale itself, which would have made it fantastic at $1 million. Instead, again, they gave us an absolutely awful week. Before that, we had double money on the Agatha Baker storyline of missions, which are pretty boring, and once you complete them, there's no reason to do them again. You do get a cool car, which is the Paragon R Armored, but it's basically just a worse Amani Tech vehicle in every way, and you're not going to make too much extra. Again, they're missions, so if you're doing these on hard mode, you're going to be probably making like $50,000 a mission. There's like 6 or 7 of them, so yeah, I mean, you'll make maybe a couple $100,000, but again, you could also just do a quick Dr. Dre, or go do a heist with somebody, have a little bit of fun in the Doomsday scenario, make the same amount of money in less time. In fact, over the past 2 months, we've only had 2 decent ways of making double money. The first is double cash and RP on the auto shop. This is pretty solid. It's not the triple cash and RP that everybody dreams of getting, but double cash is still pretty good, and it allows the auto shop to be quite an efficient business. The other one that we had is the Acid Lab getting double production. Not selling. If you sold, it would still be the same. It just produced faster, so you had to sell faster, which was honestly kind of annoying, but it's not the end of the world. It's still double money for a business that is really, really good, and I would recommend people to get their hands on. Honestly, I'm just really disappointed. I mean, Rockstar has been absolutely screwing us. Apart from those 2 businesses I just talked about, we haven't had double money on anything else notable. That is awful. Absolutely awful. And it has made grinding in GTA very, very boring. If you are a new player, buying properties is a very hard thing to make a decision on, because let's say special cargo, for example. To buy large warehouses, it is going to cost you 10 to 15 million when you buy all of them. And yeah, I mean, you'll make the money back if you start storing crates over and over and you use Loot Pay with passive business, but wouldn't it be a lot nicer if Rockstar brought out a weekly update where they have 30% off CEO buildings and the warehouses that you can buy with them, and then double money or even just 50% extra money on the sale missions? Sorry, my sushi container fell off my desk. But, yeah, you could make a lot of money, and it would entice people to go purchase those warehouses that might not have previously owned so that they can start grinding with them. Really, any business with double money and some sort of discount to the property would be amazing, and for new players, it is a huge boost into getting your property set up. But for some reason, Rockstar has decided that they are no longer going to be doing that. Now, obviously, I don't know what the future entails, and maybe Rockstar just, I don't know, doesn't want to give us stuff right now, and maybe after I make this video, the next week, just with my luck, Rockstar's gonna bring out 5 times money on special cargo. But the chances are that's not going to be the case, and we're going to stick down this pretty mediocre road where we might get the occasional double money, but it'll be on a business that doesn't really earn that much to begin with, and the big boys are left to rot in the dust. It's really, really disappointing, if I'm going to be completely real. I have thought of a couple reasons why this could be the case. The first reason, which a lot of people have pointed out in the comment section, which could be real, is that Rockstar is obviously in the transition of working on GTA 6. And I would expect that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to have an online mode release pretty close to when the base game gets released, maybe same day. And maybe Rockstar's hoping that if they have the rewards of weekly updates really, really mediocre, then when they release GTA 6 and they release pretty mediocre weekly updates, people aren't going to be disappointed because that's the norm that they're used to. That is an idea, and that does honestly have some solid background and can make a little sense. The other reason I can see Rockstar making these weekly updates a bit worse is because they think making money is too easy and they want to make it a bit harder. This is also entirely possible and somewhat true. I can very easily, as a brand new player, get my hands on a Kosatka within around 10 hours of playing. I mean, I could probably do it because I know all the things about GTA in like 5 hours, but if you're a brand new player and you don't know what you're doing and you've got poor weapons and everything, you could probably get a Kosatka in around 10 hours of playing. And once you get the Kosatka, the first time you do the heist, it'll probably take you 2 hours to do all the setups and figure it out. But once you're on your about 3rd attempt through, maybe your 4th attempt through, you're going to start to get the hang of it. And I can guarantee that you will be earning millions and millions of dollars every single hour once you get that pattern down. And maybe Rockstar said, hey, we're sick and tired of people absolutely abusing the Cayo Perico heist. Even though we've nerfed it, it's still insane. People are complaining about the nerf. We don't know what to do. I know what to do. Let's ruin their weekly updates. That way they don't have ways of making double money. I don't know. Those are my only 2 ideas, because it doesn't make sense why Rockstar would literally screw us over and not give us good weeks when it would literally bring more people into the game. I just don't get it. Let me know what you guys think about the weekly updates in the comments down below. But I wanted to make a video discussing this topic because it has been quite irritating to deal with bad week after bad week after bad week, to a point where I'm honestly just expecting every new week to be pretty dang bad. But I don't know. I just thought I'd make this video, rant a little, talk about my overall thoughts and opinions. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.